Hello friends, welcome to Beloved Beauty Monthly for the month of August. In Beloved Beauty Monthly, we look back at the previous month, which in this case would be July, and we're going to look forward into August. So first I want to start off by sharing what we did on the channel. So I have a list of all the videos. It was a strange month. It was a hard month. And it's been a really, I'm behind. I mean, today's the 6th, and I'm just now recording Beloved Beauty Monthly. I've had a rough week or so supporting my my sister and her roommate, her male roommate, and through a major hip replacement for him. And it has completely flattened me. So I am taking a day to just catch up in my home and do the things that I need to do. And so I thought this would be a good day to go ahead and catch up on Beloved Beauty Monthly. So we did not as many videos. So we have 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, only 14. That is not even close to what we normally do. But that's okay. Life happens. So let's talk about what we did do. So I did start Junk Journal July. I am still going to finish my journal. I only got not even halfway in that process. So I did 3 videos on camera. So if you want to check those out, you certainly can. I believe there's a playlist called Junk Journal July. And so you can check that out. We did the Winter Wonder Journal number 2 flip through, and that was very, very fun. And that journal is actually available. If anybody would like to purchase it, you can reach out to me. My email is always below in the description box. We also did large waterfall tags, pockets with extended belly band. I did my annual 2024 studio tour. Thankful for my grandson Tanner, who helped me do that. I could not have done it myself as well as he did. So I was super grateful. Thank you, Tanner. I do that every year in July. So we did journal page stuffed pockets. We did quad pockets from a file folder that was inspired by Kentucky Crafter and Sandy, I believe her name, from Kentucky Crafter. And we did tracing paper scrolls. So we did tracing paper, but we also did rice paper. So I showed you both versions. I really, really liked the tracing paper. So you can check that out also on the video or on the channel. We did junk mail envelope pockets. Those were very fun. Though that was an oldie but goodie that I brought back for you on the channel. We also did I did some jelly printing play, and mainly focused on making some jelly prints for the At the Beach journal, as well as the Joyful Spring Journal. That being said, the Joyful Spring Journal has been spoken for. She has already paid for the purchase, and so I'm just, as soon as I can get back in the groove here in the studio, I'm going to go ahead and just knock that out and get it done. So I'm excited about that. I'm really glad that she was able to get that. I know that was really important. So yay-hoo. We did Crash Your Trash episode 23, which was fun. I haven't done as much Crash Your Trash. I do plan on doing at least 2, maybe 3 a month in the future. People really like it. They want to see how do we use our junk? How can we use our scraps and that kind of thing. We did belly bands with dual pockets. I got out of order, so I'm not sure if I actually said that. And then we did acetate swing tags was the last video that I published in the month of July. We also did Sunday's Art of Truth for July. So I was really, really wanted to get that done. My goal is to get a Sunday's Art of Truth done every month. And so this one was focused on legacy. So I am going to be using my wedding dress to make a family legacy journal for my family, because I had my wedding dress hanging in the closet, just not serving any purpose at all. Nobody wants it. It's not of value to anyone. And I thought, what better way than to just use it to make a journal for all of my family, and hopefully it will be passed down through the generations, at least initially, and it will chronicle our life. So it will start with my birth and my husband's birth, and it will just chronologically go through our lives. It will be, the little bits, it will be small. Each segment of our life will be a small part of the book, because we've been married we just celebrated our 41st anniversary a week ago. Our anniversary. Yes, it's been a long week. We celebrate our anniversary on July the 30th. I just realized today is August the 6th. Today is the day that we met, the very first day that we met. And I will try to link that blog post. There's not a video that goes with the project because I wasn't doing videos back then. But I wrote about how we met, and it is a really beautiful and inspiring story. It's called Divine Intersection, Boy Meets Girl, Divine Intersections, because we met on an intersection on the road. And so today is that day. It's actually more memorable and more value to me than our wedding anniversary, because it was the day that my life just changed, just beautifully changed. So I'm really, really grateful for my husband and all that he has built for us. And so again, the legacy journal will be about our story. It will be about, I'll probably print that blog and just put it in the journal. And then it will feature, each of our kids, when they were born, and then probably a spattering of photos of them as they grew up. Again, in a kind of an encapsulated way. And then we'll go into their weddings, and we'll go into the grandchildren being born and all of that. So I'm going to be starting that journal very soon. I am going to bring you along for parts of it. Obviously, it's going to be years in the making. I'm hoping to get the construction of the journal done and then just start working in the journal. Slowly. So I'm thinking I want to do a signature for kind of a chapter. So, maybe a signature that will be my birth, my husband's birth, and how we met. And then maybe the next signature will be when our kids were little. I'm not exactly sure. It's probably going to be huge. It's probably going to be 6 signatures, 7 signatures maybe. I'm not even sure. It's going to be a big one. But I'm excited to get to that. So that Sunday's Art of Truth was me sharing an inspired project, inspired by the idea of legacy. I used parts of my wedding dress in that wood plaque as part of the mixed media texture, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so pleased with it. I actually hung it in our bedroom. I don't really display a lot of my mixed media art. I do have some in our room, but I generally don't display it. But it's super meaningful to me. So I wanted to make sure that we've got that to look at every day. No, not in our bedroom. I'm sorry. It's in the living room. So we have our wedding picture on the wall, one wedding picture, and then I have the plaque on the wall too. So very, very fun. So again, July was a strange month. So I'm hoping that August will be calmer. I go back to school and work on August the 27th. So I'm going to be squeezing out the rest of summer as best I can. I've done a lot of the things that I wanted to do, some things not so well. I did not keep up with my planner. I've just been, in just more ways than I can even say, it's just been a tough month. Really, really hard, kind of slogging through things in many ways. I had some streaks of inspiration, but then life can come along and just kind of zaps you. And that's kind of where I ended up here. So, but that's okay, because that's the real world. That is our real life patterns, right? Things are not perfect, and we have to take time to slow down, and we have to take time to pay attention to things in our life that are that are outside of the artistic realm. So my going through this with my sister. So I have two sisters. One is 4 years older than me, and the other is 2 years older than me. And a really, really cool thing, just on a personal note, is I was able to actually, I've been talking with her for years about how she's different from other people, but that's really offensive to her. She just thinks she's slow. She just thinks that it's just part of her personality, but it's not. She is definitely autistic. And so through this whole surgery with her roommate, who's a male, they've been friends for, over 40 years. So they're not romantically involved at all, but just helping her through that and kind of having to navigate that with her and explain to her that her inability to navigate through this, the complexity of this is in part because she's different. And so we've talked a lot about, things that she needs to work on paying attention to and all of that. And she lives, she's independently living and she works and all of that stuff. But her world is very small in terms of her understanding and her breadth of experience. So we had a conversation at the hospital while we were waiting for to go in and see him, and she asked me, "So what do you think is wrong with me?" And so I immediately reframed that, and I said, "This isn't about something being wrong with you. This is about identifying a very real part of who you are." And so I said, I believe that because she's 60, she just turned 61. So I said, I believe that if you were to be diagnosed today, they would diagnose you as a high functioning autistic person. And she just kind of closed her eyes and she said, "I wondered about that." And I've literally been talking with her around these things very carefully for probably 35 years. Literally, it's been a taboo topic. It's been something that she didn't have space inside of herself to consider anything other than what she thought. So I feel really good about that. I said, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're not capable. It does mean that you're limited, and we're bumping into those limitations through this surgery experience and recovery and things at home and stuff. So I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for that, for her to have a little bit more of an open mind about why she is the way that she is. And so that was pretty cool. So in August, again, I hope to get back on the horse, so to speak, and get back here in the studio and start playing a little bit more. I got a lot done in the summer, and I'm happy with that. Met my goals. My health, my walking, a lot of that stuff has not been consistent at all. There's been a huge amount of stress, and just on a variety of levels, with people that I love. And so I'm not doing well in that way. I didn't keep up with my planner. I will still be using it and continuing to work on it, but July was not a good month as far as being able to really add things to that. So I will return to it though. So the other thing that we're working on, again, I will be starting the Legacy Journal, and I will be finishing the Joyful Spring Journal, and I will be finishing the At the Beach Journal, which is a beach themed journal, obviously. That one will also be available for sale. So if you are interested, you can reach out to me and I'd be happy to send it to you. I'd be happy to, converse with you about that, about cost and things like that. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And then I do plan on doing another mixed media paper making. That's something that I'll probably be doing here in the next week or so, because when I get in a funk or I get stuck or I just need to get messy, I need to get my hands messy, I need to create something that stirs me up, and doing mixed media always does that. So I'll be doing that. I am going to start by, so normally when I do coffee dye mixed media paper, I coffee dye all the paper first, and then I add a bunch of inks to it, and follow that process. I use stencils and things like that to make impressions and designs. But this time I'm going to prepare all of my paper by doing some texturizing first. So I'm going to use my Liquitex flexible modeling paste, and I'll be just doing stenciling on all of that, getting that all prepared, because I want it to have a good 2 or 3 days to dry really hard. And then I'm going to go ahead and coffee dye that paper after it's texturized, because we did that in another video a while ago on a smaller scale. So we're going to come back to that and do more, and then add our inks and things like that. So I'm very excited. So if you've been longing to see me do mixed media paper, I'd be happy to do that, and that will be coming soon. I do also have a mixed media paper making, I believe is the playlist name, so you can also check that out. What else are we doing in August? I don't know beyond that. I really don't know. So I guess that's it for today. Again, I'd like to open this up to any suggestions or requests that you might have about what you'd like to see on the channel, what you'd like to see less of, what you'd like to see more of, any constructive feedback about what you have been seeing. Is there anything you'd like to have me do different? Because as I say, every single time I could just not turn on the camera. I mean, I'm going to create no matter if I have a YouTube channel or not, but I love bringing it to you guys. I love the interaction. I love that you come. I love that you are inspired. I love that people are trying the things that I'm doing, and that makes me so happy. That also being said, as those of you who follow me, you know that I am commenting with you guys personally is very, very important to me, both on social media and on the channel. But I am so far behind in commenting that I am not going to be able to catch up. So please don't be offended if I go through and I read them and I just like or give you a smiley face or something, because I just can't. I just don't have it in me right now. So I hope that you'll understand that. So I guess that's it. That's all we've got. Oh, the Sweet Yvonne journal. I forgot. So I'm so sorry to Yvonne, because I was supposed to get that. My plan was to get that journal in the mail last week on, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday last week. And then, the crap hit the fan, and there was no way I could do it. So it went out in the post today, and hers is on, her swap journal for me is on its way to me as well. So I'm very excited. I cannot wait to show you the flip through after she's received it. I'll be coming on the channel and doing a flip through of the journal she made me as well. So I hope that will inspire you, and I know it's very exciting to me. So I will see you in the next video. Take care, my friends. God bless. Bye-bye.